Cuando hablemos, hablemos en un solo idioma durante toda la reunión, aun cuando hablemos tres o cuatro, para que facilitemos el trabajo de los intérpretes para, para la sesión, ¿no? Entonces, bueno, estamos transmitiendo en vivo una sesión pública del Consejo Internacional y estamos grabando en español. Entonces, bueno, Rita, empezamos. Adelante.
Rosy, un punto de orden. ¿Hay grabación también original?
Sim,
Sí,
começamos para,
ese es el en vivo,
compreender.
Brito, Pierre. Sí, adelante, Rita.
Essa foi elaborada pela Secretaria do Conselho Internacional. Nós discutimos porque os companheiras e companheiros do Nepal estão ainda construindo, verificando informações para uma reunião mais aprofundada, mas hoje nós temos também essa pauta do Nepal. Temos 2 pontos de pauta nesta reunião. O Nepal, a questão, a preparação do Nepal, inclusive do ponto de vista do Conselho. Em seguida, essa parte terá 40 minutos. Terminada essa parte, nós passaremos para a própria organização do CI, em comissões, como será o funcionamento daqui para frente, e vamos construir isso em conjunto aqui nesta reunião e definir como vamos acompanhar esse trabalho daqui para frente. Então, eu acho que nós podemos começar ouvindo companheiros e companheiras do Nepal sobre como estão os ânimos para a construção do fórum, se há dificuldades e o que podemos esperar e programar para uma reunião mais aprofundada sobre essa caminhada para o Nepal. Conforme o número de inscrições que podem ser feitas pelo chat, e também vamos tentando seguir a sequência dessas inscrições, também pela mãozinha aqui, nós vamos controlar o tempo para que não passemos dos 40 minutos. Tudo bem?
Sí.
Sure.
Acho que Mena diz quem vai informar sobre o Nepal, é isso?
In the beginning, I think Nepal, yes. Netra and Arjun Bhattrai, are you going to make a presentation on the preparations in Nepal?
Yeah. I am Netra. I will make it. I have a PowerPoint presentation. Can I have access on that? Can I be the co-host for a while until I present? I want to make a screen share.
Listo, Netra.
Yeah, okay. Good, great. Thank you. Okay, it is okay?
Great, it's fine.
It is fine, yeah.
Fine, yeah.
Puedes ponerlo en formato de presentación, pero así se ve bien también.
Okay, so right, then I start now. Thank you very much. This is Netra from Nepal, and I am one of the member of the Nepal organizing committee. And then this is some updates on the preparatory process. Because this is we have already presented the broader scenarios after the International Council has approved our proposal to organize the World Social Forum 2024 in Nepal. So after that, after April meeting, this is the update that there are a number of preparatory process going in Nepal. We already have a formation of a National General Council. we call it the NGC. And also we have formation of National Organizing and Subcommittee. Though we have around 30 people in National Organizing Committee, and there are 8-9 subcommittees. They are working parallelly, and we have a multiple preparatory meeting and subcommittee meeting. And recently we had a meeting with Asia Pacific Facilitation Committee, Asia Pacific Social Forum Facilitation Committee, and Nepal Organizing Committee, a joint meeting, planning meeting in Kathmandu on 8 and 9 May. This is the photographs that the participant of the this joint planning meeting with the Asia Pacific Facilitation Committee and Nepal Organizing Committee. So this is the structure that we have here. Then in terms of the whole organization process, on the one hand, on the left hand side there is the International Council, Asia Pacific Social Forum Facilitation Committee, and we have a Nepal General Council, and we have a Nepal Organizing Committee. If we want to have some advisors to contribute, and we will have the advisory committee. So we have different committees: the logistic and event committees, resource and finance committees, program and methodology committees, volunteer mobilization committee, cultural program committee, liaison committee, and communication ICT, and the International Youth Forum Organizing Committee. And so likewise we have a number of these committees working parallel. So in terms of that is our preparatory process and then organizational setup. And this is about our proposed program. In 8 and 9 May meeting, we come up with the decision that the forum will be from 14 February to 19 February 2024. And then the opening will be, all the participants will arrive on 14th in Kathmandu, and we'll have the opening on 15 February 2024. We have a big stadium that accommodates about 50,000 people, 50 to 60,000 people. We will have a whole day program on on February 2024 in the venue, followed by the that day cultural program. And then the main venue is that we have the thematic session, thematic assemblies. That is we call the Brakoti Mandap. Okay, it's in my right hand side. So we'll have a parallel session. Here are the breakdown of the sessions, how we spend a day every day. So we have a 14th on the press meet. All the people comes, and then we have the on the 14th, and then 15th we have the solidarity march in morning, and followed by the grand inauguration program in the afternoon, and then evening we'll have the cultural show. So on the 16th to 18th we'll have the parallel session every day. 100 space available we have. We already assessed last week, so there will be around 300 sessions, parallel session every day. And so that we are expecting, assuming that there will be 1,000 parallel session altogether. So this is the International Intercontinental Youth Forum plan. Our youth colleague have planned yesterday this forum, the Intercontinental Youth Forum. The youth forum will be 13th and 14th February, followed by the inaugural. The youth will join the inaugural program. This will be our friends are planning this 15 kilometers away from Kathmandu. That is called Godavari. Very pristine place where there are the forest and then villages. There are the venue, and there are the place for walking, camping, etc. So yesterday they formed the 20 organization youth forum organizing committee. So there are the 9 themes they will be discussing in that forum. And then they are expecting about 300 participants around the world. So second day, they will be making a global cultural program from different continents. So, sorry. Let me, okay. Let me on the logistic side, logistic updates. We have the reservation of the main venue already, as I said. So we already booked that, and we already had a meeting with the university authorities of campuses for spaces for parallel sessions. The 100 spaces. Okay, we are trying to have a 100 spaces. We are making a dialogue and then meetings with them. And we are also for accommodations, we are having a meeting with hotel association and then small the Star Hotel Association and small hotel association, no, non-star hotel association as well. And meeting today, the logistic committee had a meeting with them. They will come with a detailed report. So we have a meeting with the event manager for designing how we. So I will go like. And then there are the next step. There are many things still to be done to talk with the Metropolitan Authority, Government Authority, Tourism Board, many other agencies. So we have about to launch websites. Maybe it still takes 1 week more. Today we had a meeting, and then we in the website we have the information about the WSF, how the emergence and development of the WSF. We have the registration facilities there, and all the sessions and events detail and information in detail, including we have a calendar of the event. People can come and people can book their events there, no? And we have a visa information, venue, location, accommodation information, travel information, and then weather, etc. There will be many more. And we already had a YouTube, Facebook account, and then Twitter and Instagram account. Last week in the on the 8th May meeting, we have launched that. If you search by WSF 2024 Nepal, you will get in the Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. YouTube is the backend because YouTube we have not uploaded anything else yet. So we have a communication strategy. There are a communication strategy, and then there are the many other what is called preparations to be done, the branding, and then pamphlet, bulletins, and then other outreach, photo, video. We all will post to the website once they are ready. And after that, we have the liaison in we are liaising with the government authorities and other stakeholders. We have some committees. We have already approached to the government that the stadium is the government, and then some venues are government. So, and then we are trying to get appointment with Prime Minister Office, Foreign Ministry Office, Home Ministry, and also Metropolitan City, Kathmandu Metropolitan City, mayors, etc. And for the vehicle management, traffic police, and Nepal for the health issue, Nepal Medical Council, Nursing Council, Red Cross, etc. So this is the resource mobilization strategy that we have submitted a couple of concept note to the partners resource organizations for core functions, for the funds of the core functions. We are convening meeting with the resource organization in Nepal, and we are planning to get support from the local government, example, drinking water, health and sanitation, etc. It is a kind of also resource mobilization and coordination. And we are also planning to meet Nepal Telecom Authority for free internet in the venue during the forum, And we are also mobilizing the local organization for utilizing the resources who could contribute to the WSA. This is the resource mobilization strategy. And then this is about the WSF Secretariat. Overall guidance will be provided by the Nepal Organizing Committee and an independent office. It is we are under the renting process. Maybe in a week we will complete that process. And we have now only one dedicated staff member for the logistic coordination and mobilization. She is Tikasori Rai. And we will be hiring soon a communication and outreach officer. And then we'll have the, at the same time, we'll be under the process of the program management and liaison officer. So these are the updates in our preparatory process in Nepal. Thank you very much. If you have some questions and if you want to clarity, and then we will come back with our clarification. Thank you very much, Andy. Thank you.
Obrigada, Netra, e ao Nepal, Comitê Organizador do Nepal. Acho que quem tiver questões, ali Sheila já se inscreveu pela mãozinha. Quem quiser pode colocar no chat. Sheila, pode falar.
Bom dia a todos, a todas. Eu tenho uma dúvida que eu acho bem importante tirar com a equipe organizadora do Nepal. Quando nós participamos de reuniões com tradução, às vezes acontece da gente perder alguma coisa, né, na tradução. E aí, voltando ao registro da reunião anterior, onde nós discutimos sobre a realização do Fórum no Nepal, me chamou muito a atenção 3 falas, uma do Arjun, outra do Netra e outra da Mena, que caminham na mesma direção, que dizem respeito ao impedimento. O Arjun colocou assim, que o Nepal não permite que ninguém faça manifestações contra a China. Se for sabido que haverá ações contra o governo chinês, não haverá fórum no Nepal. Isso consta como sendo uma fala do Arjun. Netra depois diz que tem um acordo entre China e Nepal para cuidar que nada aconteça contra a China. Repete que, caso contrário, não poderão organizar o fórum. Aí depois a Mena fala que precisamos comunicar a todos que tenham muito cuidado que uma manifestação a favor do Falun Gong, por exemplo, não será possível. Me preocupa muito essas informações, eu queria confirmar com vocês se nós entendemos corretamente, mas o Fórum Social Mundial é um espaço para livre manifestação da sociedade civil em defesa dos seus direitos. Não entendo que seja possível colocar mordaça, né? Calar manifestações contra o governo chinês ou contra qualquer outro governo. Então, eu queria primeiro entender se eu compreendi bem, né, o que foi falado na outra reunião, e queria ouvir vocês. É isso mesmo? Havendo manifestações contra a China, isso não sendo proibido, vocês não realizarão o fórum no Nepal? É isso mesmo? Porque, se for, eu acho que esse é um tema muito sensível e que nós precisamos discutir aqui.
Bom, Mena informa no chat que Netra vai apresentar essa questão da inclusão e da China no próximo tópico da apresentação do Nepal. E também Fabian está pedindo, e eu acho que também é do interesse da
Sorry.
secretaria,
No.
ter a apresentação que foi feita, se pode ser enviada também para o CI. Acho que podemos, inclusive, passar para esse ponto. Rose, tem mais alguém que se inscreveu aí? Acho que não.
Bueno, Rita, me parece que aún no termina la presentación de Nepal.
Rosie,
Ok, Mena.
Sim.
yes,
Sí.
it's not over. This question, we thought that is going to come up on the agenda. So this was, you asked Nepal to present on their preparedness, and the next question would be on the inclusion and openness of the forum, including China. So Netra maybe should be given the opportunity to make that presentation, and then you can take questions maybe.
That's right.
Okay, can I make a presentation? I will read some points, no? I will read some points. So
Yes.
okay, thank you, friend. I am going to read some points that we discussed about the situation. So I will present this. Okay, the WSF 2024 in Kathmandu will be an open, inclusive, participatory, and autonomous process and event. In number 1, participation in the WSF 2024 on February 14 to 9 in Kathmandu will include all sectors and political representation within civil society in Nepal and the Asia Pacific. We hope that it will see the same level of participation from the rest of the world as well. Number 2, all those who are in broad agreement with the Charter of Principle of the WSF are welcome from all parts of the world. Number 3, there will be no exclusion based on the denial of visa, which has happened in earlier forum. All are welcome. In fact, most countries except a few will be eligible for a visa on arrival to enter Nepal. At the same time, we cannot guarantee that the government, just like other governments in the world, will not make exception. We will try and make sure that this does not happen. Number 4, the WSF in Nepal has in principle been permitted by the government, but the process is completely autonomous and independent of any government or party control. Number 5, Asia is an extremely diverse continent in terms of race, color, language, political ideologies, and religion. We expect participation from civil society organizations and academics from all Asian countries, and we welcome this diversity. However, this diversity can and have in the past led to clashes. This makes it very important to make tolerance a central theme in the WSF. All voices and opinions are welcome, and no organization or group should be allowed to disrupt the forum. It is essential that discussions be conducted peacefully and with the spirit of listening to one's opponents. Number 6, Nepal is a small country located between 2 large neighbors and is carefully and consistently guards and protects its sovereignty and independence. The Nepal government will therefore be extra sensitive to the reaction from some countries in particular. They will not allow the country and the forum to be used as a platform to provoke their neighbors, thereby endangering or embarrassing the government and local civil society. They will be held responsible by other countries for whatever happens in the forum. Number 7, given the geopolitical sensitivity, Nepal has one China policy. There can be no questions of curtailing or disallowing debates and criticism of any country's trade or an internal policy.
Não tem tradução para português.
But if groups conduct or attempt to organize protests without informing the organizers or the police.
Netra, please speak it slow. More slow. ¿Puedes hablar más despacio, Netra?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I will. Thank you. Yes, number 7. I was reading the number 7. Given the geopolitical sensitivity, Nepal has own China policy.
Please, por favor, Netra, perdemos uma parte de sua fala, você está no número 7. Eu gostaria que nós ouvimos até o ponto de que todas as pessoas seriam incluídas, não teriam dificuldades com visto para entrar e participar, e que o fórum será uma plataforma, e daí não ouvimos mais.
Sí, llegamos solo al 2. Ok.
Okay.
Netra, can you hear me? Netra,
Yeah.
would you like Sushovan to read it? Maybe he can speak it in French. I don't know. Can you, Sushovan? Is Sushovan here? Oh, he is not here.
So can I
think my suggestion is better to upload in the chat box, so anyone can read.
No, we can't upload it, Arjun.
No, I don't have that document to upload. So no upload.
It's hard copy, Netra?
No.
Hard copy. I have the point. Yes.
Netra, maybe you just
poderia
very
compartilhar
slowly.
o texto com o tradutor para o português, porque aí ele poderia ser lido e traduzido, né, para os tradutores, já que é uma leitura.
Can I be slow? So
yes,
slowly,
start from the beginning and read very, very slowly. Yeah.
From the beginning. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Si puede compartir pantalla, está bien también.
Okay. Number one, participation in the World Social Forum 2024 on February 14 to 19.
You're a bit soft, you're a bit soft. Is there some problem with your sound? Can you increase the quality of your mic? Maybe disconnect the headphones, you might get better sound quality. Thanks. Go ahead.
Yes, I am back. My internet was gone, so I am back. Now it's okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Then can I read again? Can I read from the beginning? Should I read from the beginning?
Yes,
Netra.
Okay. So right now I can make it. Okay.
Y lee despacio.
From the very beginning, I read slowly. So, okay, the number one, the inclusiveness policy that we come up through the discussion is that the number one, participation in the World Social Forum 2024 on February 14 to 19th in Kathmandu will include all sectors and political representation within civil society in Nepal and the Asia Pacific. We hope that it will see the same level of participation from the rest of the world as well. Number two, all those who are in broad
Tem
agreement.
duas pessoas falando em português e está confundindo.
Et en même temps, personne ne parle en français.
Netra,
Adelante, come in.
Netra, can I just ask you maybe just you have sent me some notes. Can I just read it then?
Yes, yes, yes.
The same notes
Yeah,
that you
yeah, same note. Yeah. So right.
just a moment.
Okay.
If you could just check whether it's there or just bhej do na mujhe dobara.
Okay. So right. I will send it right away.
Email?
Yeah, yeah, email. Yeah. I'm sending.
Somebody is typing and it's very disturbing. Who's typing?
Meena, you look at, there are the nine points. Okay.
I'll do my best. Yeah.
Yeah.
It hasn't arrived yet. Give me a second.
Okay. Not arrived yet? Okay.
It will come. Yeah.
Not yet?
No.
Not yet?
No.
On the WhatsApp then. I will share in the WhatsApp. Your WhatsApp.
Oh yeah, I got
Ok, es que se le fue el internet y está buscando su documento.
Okay.
Ya llegó. Netra, bueno, paciencia.
This we can,
Nos juega malas jugadas el internet. Vamos a esperar. Netra está buscando su documento, se le fue el internet y ya regresó.
Oh, okay.
André pergunta no chat se necessitas dela para tradução ou não. Estamos sem tradução ao português.
No precisamos de você, querida. Ya estamos con Mariela y con Juan. Obrigada. Adelante, Netra, si ya lo tienes ahí el documento.
Rosie, I will be reading it. Netra sent me.
Netra?
Netra has sent me the document, the poems, so I'm going to read it slowly.
Mas sem tradução ao português.
Do you have Portuguese?
Ok.
Let me know when I should start. Can I start?
Sí, adelante.
Do we wait?
Mena, tú no
Do
sabes,
inglês para o português só tem uma pessoa.
Ustedes nos indiquen.
Oh, Avi, nobody told me. I don't understand what you're saying. I didn't know I was to start. Okay. Okay, I'm going to be very slow and please stop me if and I just wanted to say that the Nepal comrades did not want to, they just wanted to present a few points and not a document, because they don't want this to be a document which is It's not a document like a political document. They don't want people to take it and analyze each line, each word. And then, you know, that we have controversy where there is no controversy. So, so where there is controversy, let us discuss. But where there is no controversy, you know, sometimes the written word can create more troubles. That's why they requested us that we would not like to present a written statement, and we respected that. So, so I mean, I don't know whether some of what I said, there may be some issues, then Netra can come in and explain that. So I will just read it point by point, yeah. So this
Okay,
is,
so right.
yeah,
Thank you.
okay. Thank you. The Social Forum 2024 in Kathmandu will be open, inclusive, participatory, autonomous in both process and the event. The participation in the WSF 2004 from February 14th to 19th in Kathmandu will include all sectors and political representation in civil society in Nepal, the Asia Pacific, and we hope the same level of participation and inclusiveness will be seen in the rest of the world as well. All those who are in broad agreement with the Charter of Principles of the Social Forum are welcome from all parts of the world. There will be no exclusion based, for instance, on the denial of visas. All are welcome. In fact, most countries, except a few, will be eligible for visa on arrival to enter Nepal. At the same time, we cannot guarantee that the government, just like other governments, will not make exceptions. Meaning that we hope that everyone will get visas, but of course we don't know if someone's speaking.
No, okay.
Si pueden apagar sus micrófonos, gracias. Marcela, tu micrófono está abierto. Marcela, tu micrófono está abierto. Si lo puedes cerrar, gracias. Adelante, Mena.
Okay.
So, of course, we don't know whether the government might refuse someone or other, but we are almost sure that there will be hardly any exceptions, and we will make sure that everybody comes to the forum. The WSF in Nepal has, in principle, been supported and given permission by the Nepal government. However, the Nepal process, the Social Forum process, is completely autonomous, independent of any government or party control. Five, Asia is an extremely diverse continent in terms of race, color, language, political ideology, religion. We expect participation from many civil society organizations and academics from all Asian countries, and we welcome this diversity. However, these diversities can and have in the past led to clashes. This makes it important to make tolerance a central theme of the WSF. All voices and opinions are welcome. No organization or group of individuals or organizations should be allowed to disrupt the forum. It is essential that discussions be conducted peacefully and with the spirit of listening to even those who one does not agree with. 6. Nepal is a small country located between two large neighbors, and it carefully and consistently guards and protects its sovereignty and independence. The Nepal government will therefore be extra sensitive to reactions from some countries in particular. They will not allow the country and the forum to be used as a platform to provoke their neighbors, thereby endangering or embarrassing the government and Nepali civil society. The organizers will also be held responsible for whatever happens in the forum. 7. Given the geopolitical sensitivity and given that Nepal has a one China policy, there is likely to be sensitivity on this issue. There is, however, no question of curtailing, disallowing, debate, criticism of any country's trade, foreign, internal policies, etc., including China's. But if groups conduct or attempt to organize protests without informing the organizers or the police, the government is likely to take action, and the organizers may not be in a position to protect and support them. Eight. There are groups with whom many of us may not agree. And this is not only to do with China, I suppose. There are groups with whom many of us may not agree, who have in the past participated in the forum. As long as they do not try to disrupt others from speaking or inhibit discussion or inhabit the discussion spaces, if they inhabit the discussion spaces, and they have every right to be there. Let me just read that again, because I think there's some problem with the way it's written. There are groups with whom many of us may not agree, who have in the past participated in the forum. As long as they do not try to disrupt other people, they are welcome to inhabit the discussion spaces. They have every right to be there. However, if they hold demonstrations against participants from specific countries, if they do not allow those participants to speak, we agree that this can create a problem. Aggression and sloganeering against delegates from specific countries will be provocative, and we will discourage that. We are stating this because we know that incidents like this have happened in the past. Incidentally, it was also there that we are likely to see a large number of delegates from China to participate in the forum this year. Unlike in the past where China hasn't participated, there is likelihood of a large number of people from Chinese civil society will participate. Chinese NGOs will be coming to the forum. 9, we appeal to all delegates to respect the sensitivities involved and not embarrass, isolate, or attack any delegation in any way. We must keep in mind that the situation in most Asian countries is sensitive and quite different from other continents. We expect to conduct the forum in a civilized way, presenting all opinions in a spirit of exchange, discussion, with the aim of hearing and understanding different points of view. That's it. Is that okay, Netra?
Okay, Meena, that is fine. All the points you have captured, the points that we prepared. Thank you very much, Meena. Thank you.
No problem. Now you can take the questions.
No, thank you, Rosie. Yes.
Rose? Eu acho que esse ponto que foi colocado é um ponto político que precisa ficar claro para todo mundo no momento em que se define continuar a construção do Fórum do Nepal. Então, se alguém tiver alguma questão importante, alguma dúvida que paire sobre isso, parece que não há tradução para o inglês, ou Mena não está com a interpretação? Mena, por favor, ponha a interpretação para o inglês. Please, Mena, maybe you have not the...
Ya está funcionando.
Está funcionando? Para Mena também?
No interpretation, no interpretation.
No, Mena, maybe Mena...
Ahí,
talvez
yo estoy
Mena
escuchando. Sí se escucha en inglés.
Mena deve escolher o intérprete, ela deveria estar ouvindo só no original.
¿Puedes revisar, Mena, si estás escuchando en inglés?
Mena,
Yes,
tudo bem?
there is English. There is English.
Ok. Então, se há questões importantes que possam interferir no processo de construção do Nepal, elas precisam ser colocadas agora. Eu teria uma primeira questão, que é a informação de que as manifestações, eu imagino que sejam manifestações nos espaços do fórum, se elas precisarão solicitar autorização à polícia. Esse foi o único ponto que eu não compreendi bem. Com relação ao ponto do respeito às sensibilidades, o que eu entendi é que não poderá haver agressão de um grupo em relação ao outro, no espaço do fórum. Se for isso que está sendo dito, ok, do meu ponto de vista, mas eu não entendi o pedido de autorização à polícia para que aconteçam manifestações. Não me refiro ao debate, mas manifestações nos espaços do fórum.
Could I answer that? Rosie?
There is a need for clarification.
Yes. Yeah.
Rosie, can I answer that?
Yes, okay.
Rita, are you... I don't know who's moderating. I don't know who to ask.
Sí, pensaba que podíamos hacer un par de preguntas y luego contestar, ¿te parece?
Okay.
Vamos a escuchar otras
That's
dos.
right.
Fabien, ok.
Oui, merci. C'est moins une question, en fait, enfin, c'est une question dans la mesure où je suis comme Rita, je voudrais m'assurer d'avoir bien compris, parce que c'est relativement délicat et c'est normal que ce ne soit pas simple. Moi, ce que j'ai compris, c'est qu'on doit pouvoir se respecter pendant ce Forum social mondial au Népal et que toutes les interventions doivent pouvoir être permises sans empêcher l'intervention de quiconque. De ce point de vue, ça me convient très bien. La question est de savoir si ces interventions, quand elles s'exprimeront notamment en opposition avec la politique ou la logique chinoise, pour ne prendre que ce pays, ça pourrait être d'autres, mais en tout cas, là, pour le coup, on parle notamment de la Chine. Est-ce que cela sera permis, y compris de l'exprimer sous forme éventuellement d'affiches ou de choses comme ça, comme d'autres pourraient exprimer l'inverse, bien entendu. C'est-à-dire, il y a une liberté d'expression sans agression, bien entendu. Ce n'est pas l'esprit du forum d'agresser les autres, mais c'est plutôt l'esprit du forum d'échanger et de débattre, de discuter dans la grande liberté de parole et d'expression, y compris dans des formes qui peuvent être écrites ou autres. Voilà, est-ce que cette liberté-là, elle est permise ou est-ce qu'elle demande à être, comment dire, à une autorisation? Si c'est le cas, c'est un peu problématique. Si ce n'est pas le cas, c'est que simplement le principe, c'est de se respecter, il n'y a pas de souci pour moi.
Gracias, Fabián. Pasamos a la pregunta de Rita, perdón, de Liegi, y luego pasamos la palabra a Mena. Liegi?
É o seguinte, vou falar devagar. Sheila já tinha no início colocado essa preocupação em relação à proibição de manifestação contra a China. E Rita levantou agora uma preocupação que eu também gostaria de ter um esclarecimento, quer dizer, nós vamos ter que, no fórum, pedir autorização à polícia para fazer manifestação, até de opiniões, porque fica uma situação de cercear a liberdade de expressão. Porque o seguinte, eu acho que as pessoas... E aí, por exemplo, é só em relação à China ou essa arbitrariedade também leva em conta outro tipo de manifestação? Porque fica uma situação um pouco complicada, quer dizer, você vai ter que pensar, por exemplo, vai ter a marcha. Vamos fazer a marcha, como sempre foi feito nos fóruns. As pessoas levam faixas, levam cartazes, e, quer dizer, isso vai ter que ser pedido licença. Olha, eu vou levar um cartaz aqui em defesa da democracia. Aí eu tenho que ter autorização da polícia, entendeu? Então, eu acho que isso precisa ficar bem claro para a gente não ter problema, porque fica uma situação, quer dizer, o fórum é um espaço de manifestações, é um espaço de resistência, é um espaço de luta, e nós vamos ter que pedir licença à polícia para nos manifestarmos. Eu acho que isso tem que ficar bem claro para que a gente não tenha problemas mais adiante.
Gracias, Liegi. Mena, ¿quieres contestar? Y luego seguimos con las siguientes preguntas.
Yes. No, you don't need permission from the police to protest, firstly. And of course, protests. And there's going to be a march in Nepal on the first day with all countries, but everybody will participate, including China, right? So the point that we were trying, and the Nepal civil society is trying to make, is that Nepal civil society is friendly with Chinese NGOs and with Chinese civil society. They are quite aware there are people who may not agree with China participating in the forum. This has happened in India as well, where certain groups have come in and stopped Chinese delegates from speaking. So that is what, if they need permission to do that, of course, they will not do it with permission, they will just do it. So that is what they were talking about. Of course, suppose when you say you want to demonstrate against China, what about China is it that we would like to demonstrate? Is it about China's existence as a country? Is it their right to participate in the forum? Is it their right to participate in a trade war with America? Are we supporting one side in the trade war with America? So when you say you want to demonstrate against China, it needs to be specified in what sense. Is there, if there is in the IC, a point of view that Chinese civil society cannot participate in the forum, then we need to take that, and then Nepal will have to take a decision whether they can participate, whether they can organize the forum, because they cannot take a position that China cannot be allowed to speak or to participate in the forum. And if there is no suppression of any kind of protests or marches, etc. We were talking about the sensitivity of some specific issues where there is, because there is a history. And if we don't understand the history of Asia, we cannot hold an event in Asia. We have to understand the entire, I mean, everybody here understands the old struggles between the US and the countries like China, and before that, Russia. So all this is part of that history. So I think we need a discussion, maybe in a smaller group, because this broad discussion with questions in a public forum, I don't think it works. I think we should have a smaller discussion, and all those interested, maybe we can do this later. But just to say, there is no question of any protest being prevented within the forum. There is no question that any protest needs police permission. No. The march, yes, they have to tell the traffic police in Nepal to move the traffic out of the way. It's a small country, completely crowded. So yes, they will speak with traffic police to clear the road so that we can march. But there is no question of participating inside the forum. And if you go and march outside, there is no Asian country where you can just suddenly come out on the road and stop traffic. Definitely you'll get picked up. So I don't know in which country that's allowed, maybe. And yes, democracy. We don't have democracy in most of Asia. You are lucky if you have complete democracy to do whatever you like. In most of Asia, that democracy doesn't exist. So in which case, we can't hold the forum in Asia anywhere. So we must consider these sensitivities and see, can we create a space here so that, let's start with speaking about democracy. Let us start by critiquing any kind of suppression of democracy. And let's start. We cannot have, we want Nepal to be perfect. We should be able to demonstrate against China. We should be able to march on the government. No, we don't have it. We don't have that. We don't have that, that kind of democracy. We don't have it. We can, people are willing to, people are welcome to try. Go ahead. But you will be arrested. But wherever else you march on other questions, the organizers are only saying, wherever you march, we are there to protect the right of everyone to march. That's what the organizers are saying. But about China, if people want to march against China, against the South, what is happening in the South China Sea, taking the position that America is not at fault, it is China who is at fault. These are sensitive issues in Chinese civil society. It's not about the government.
Can I add a little bit, as I am also representing from...
Naren, later. Let them to ask, Naren. Let them to ask question. Okay.
Van a ampliar la explicación.
Now, Rosie,
bueno, lo que estoy entendiendo, por lo que dice Mena, tratando de recoger, es que no hay, ella dice aquí en su mensaje, si la gente no necesita permiso para protestar en el foro, pero sí se necesita un permiso para hacer la marcha, como en muchos países se anuncia, se avisa. Y bueno, está delicado lo que se está mencionando, ¿no? Y en el territorio del foro, como cuidar ese territorio, y no hacer una manifestación que contraponga a las naciones. No sé si estoy entendiendo bien eso, Mena. O sea, hay libre manifestación, se requieren permisos como en todo proceso, en todo país. Hay conflictos, por supuesto, y la cuestión es cómo no agudizar estos conflictos, ¿no? Tengo las manos levantadas de Sheila, Thor y Leo. Adelante, Sheila.
Eu continuo com dúvida. Deixa eu tirar aqui a tradução, senão eu vou ficar me ouvindo. Só um minuto, pronto. Eu continuo com dúvida. Bom, duas coisas. Uma, Mena diz que quase todos os países conseguem visto para entrada no Nepal. Quais países não conseguem visto? Quem são esses países que não terão acesso ao Fórum Social Mundial? Acho que isso é uma coisa importante da gente entender. E a outra coisa, eu vou fazer uma pergunta bem direta. Falun Gong. Quando nós lemos na internet sobre esse movimento barbaramente reprimido na China, o que existe de informação na internet é realmente muito assustador. É possível que manifestantes favoráveis ao Falun Gong queiram aproveitar o fórum para se manifestar, para colocar luz a essa luta de boa parte do povo chinês. Isso é possível? Será aceito? Será tolerado? Ou corremos o risco de ter uma grave, uma bárbara repressão também no Nepal a essa manifestação? Acho que são duas questões bem sensíveis e que a gente precisa refletir. E eu gostaria de entender o que vai acontecer, qual a realidade em relação a isso.
Tort.
Maybe we need to decide that any country that does not allow anybody to enter, like happened in Mexico, where Asia and Africa could not come in, we should have a rule perhaps that we should not hold that forum at all. So in Nepal, everybody, so far as we know, when they went, everybody can come without even a visa. Those countries, there are some countries which need a visa, like Pakistan. I think they can explain that better. But that does not mean they will not get visas. You just have to apply for a visa. In India, for instance, nobody practically, hardly any country can come in on visa on arrival. Almost everyone needs a visa, as you all know. So I think that, Netra, you need to give a list here about the countries which require to apply for a visa. And is there any country that is banned, which will not get a visa to enter Nepal?
No, Meena, no country has banned by Nepal. Many countries, maybe 90% countries of the world, they can get an arrival visa. We mean arrival visa. You don't need to get the prior visa.
On arrival visa.
On arrival
visa.
And some countries need to the prior visa. Okay, that is the visa. Visa is not issue in Nepal. Visa is not problem in Nepal. So all around the world. Only there are many countries, citizens, they will get the on-arrival visa. You don't need to get worried about the applying before, prior to, etc. But some countries, like Afghanistan and Iraq and Iran, some countries, there are some countries, maybe 10, 15 countries, they apply prior visa, and then they will get the visa. No denial of the visa. But we civil society can't guarantee. But that is the Nepal government policy on the visa. Policy in visa is very easy. So Nepal is considered to be very easy for the civil society. Okay, because many civil society, big conference of the South Asia taken place. So visa is no problem, but only we have to have some understanding on the complexity only. That what Meena is trying to explain.
Okay.
Ô, Rose, uma
Gracias.
questão de
Adelante.
ordem, Rose.
Just to say
Eu acho
to
que deveria deixar as pessoas falarem e, no final, se daria uma resposta para todos, porque senão fica muito interrompido. Acho que deveria seguir com as inscrições.
Eu acho que pode ser
Gracias,
assim.
Liegi. Vamos
Rose,
con Thor, Leo y Ole en ese orden. Y bueno, vamos a ver si hay, si mientras
Okay.
acaba de hablar Ole, ¿hay alguien más que se
Concerning the
anote?
visa,
Adelante, el Thor.
concerning the visa, we have been very well informed already. There is no need for any more discussion. Rather, people need to read. And there has been presented the full list of the very, very few countries that cannot get visa automatically. Very few. They also can get visa, I suppose, if they apply for it. As far as I understand, Nepal is the best country on earth, more or less, for the World Social Forum when it comes to visa. So please inform yourself by reading instead of taking up a lot of time naming these countries. Secondly, I fully support Mina Menon. It is there is two reasons for it. It's if we want to have a World Social Forum in Asia, Nepal and, as far as I understand, Indonesia are the only places we can have it. There has to be some beginning of understanding realities in this process. A very good reason for this total lack of understanding is that recently there was a demonstration in Berlin for a demand for negotiations in the Ukraine war, a demand that is supported by the majority of the German people, according to opinion polls. And there has been a selection of signatures, 800,000 signatures. The police ordered in detail exactly what was allowed to say in that demonstration, which is much, much more anti-democratic than in Nepal, as far as I understand. So I think it's very necessary to continue exactly like Mina Menon says, this discussion in detail, because I think it's a matter of finger sense for when you sort of humiliate the country you are in or not. There's probably fully possibilities to do a lot of things, but we have seen at World Social Forum where quarrels start between delegations from different countries, etc., etc. So we have to learn. But please follow the ideas of Mina Menon and deal this in further discussions more qualified. Thank you very much for this fantastic Nepalese initiative. Thank you.
Gracias, Thor. Leo.
Good afternoon. With regard to what Mena just said, I recall that in the big majority of World Social Forums, there was not any problem. There has been one in Delhi with a group of people who were promoting armed struggle. In Morocco was several times a point of confrontation, and about the Syrian question, there were also some hard pressures from different sides. It might be even that with regard to Ukraine, there can be heavier contradictions, but everything depends on how you deal with that. And I'm glad that the organizers say that they would intervene if it goes beyond the ordinary way of discussion. I want to also ask you, because we are organizing, as you know, an event in Vienna about the Ukraine, and it's rather urgent. There are two Nepalese colleagues One is the name of Kesang Doma Tamang, and the other is Vainot Sharma. I wanted to know if the Nepalese colleagues know these people, because the visa is already ready in New Delhi. So I want to know if this is from the Circle of the World Social Forum.
Gracias, Leo. Ole. Ole, adelante. ¿Escuchan a Ole? No se escucha, ¿verdad?
No se
Ole,
escuta.
no te escuchamos.
Can you hear me now?
Ole, eu acho que
Yes.
caiu.
Sí, ahora.
Yes.
Ahora.
Okay, apologize for that. Okay, thanks. Well, I just want to thank the Nepalese and Meena for presenting the situation in Nepal and clarified that for us. And I think we all know that we live in a world with the so-called shrinking spaces, and where conditions for civil society and the struggle for another world possible is diminishing. And we need to find these pockets where we can meet and create a space of the World Social Forum to work with this. And I think we all understand that there is no place, no country in the world that has the perfect conditions, so that is the perfect liberal democracy, even if we could agree on what that would constitute. So, and I think when Meena and the Nepalese committee says that, okay, there are some issues that if we or someone are to make demonstrations in the street for this, they cannot sort of secure or guarantee the safety from police or others. And I think this would go for any place. And we know from the World Social, or for the European Social Forum, and we know from many demonstrations that, of course, the organizers can never guarantee the forum of demonstrations that come out from the forum against police brutality and repression. But I don't think, and I think it's very good that it has been clarified sort of what kind of topics or issues we should be aware of, and that may be more that we have carry more sensitivity than other issues. But of course, even if and it's good to have this situation clarified, and then we just need to move forward from this and work as best we can within this these conditions we have been made aware of. Thanks.
Gracias, Ole. ¿No hay más manos levantadas? Bueno, a excepción de lo que quiera decir Germán, ¿quieres comentar algo?
Hola, Rosy, ¿cómo estás? Muy buenos días, estoy por acá, tarde, noches. Bueno, es un agrado saludarles y quería referirme al primer tema que se ha estado trabajando en cuanto a la realización en Nepal. Estaba pensando como colombiano en el momento en el cual estábamos teniendo una crisis tan fuerte como la que ustedes saben vivimos años anteriores y seguimos viviendo aún. Y yo decía, si hubiésemos invitado en el momento en que Uribe era presidente, seguramente tendríamos también, digámoslo, desafíos. Y ahora que es Petro el presidente, nosotros decimos, pues es otras condiciones. Esto para decir que me produce en mi interior, sí, una sensación muy empática con Nepal, porque creo que es necesario que como foro podamos estar en todas partes, en todos los países, en las circunstancias en las cuales se estaría viviendo. Seguro, si se hubiese hecho el foro en Colombia, sería sobre el tema de la paz. En tal paso, yo diría, es una primera observación, todos los temas, el foro no tiene limitación de temas, todos los temas son de la agenda del foro, ¿sí? Y por supuesto, en este caso, con una orientación, que esos son nuestros principios, es decir, es el cuidado, ¿sí? Y quisiera sugerir para las personas que están a cargo de la expresión presencial el tema del cuidado. Si podemos hacer marcha, la hacemos. Si no la podemos hacer, tenemos otras formas de expresarnos, ¿sí? Pero el cuidado, pero también el estar en todo ello. Entonces, eso como con relación a ese primer tema. El segundo tema es que quisiera sugerir que pudiéramos metodológicamente trabajar dos cosas. Uno, eventos y discusiones globales, que es lo que hemos tratado un poco acá. Y lo otro punto es procesos hacia Nepal 2024. Y ahí entonces, cuando llegue a ese punto, quisiera pedir la palabra como Foro Social Panamazónico para comentar lo de la cumbre de presidentes de la Amazonía, donde estamos presentes. Entonces, era solo eso. Gracias.
¿El primero cuál fue, Germán?
El primero es
Procesos.
evento y discusiones globales. ¿Sí? Evento en Nepal y discusiones globales. Y el segundo, procesos hacia Nepal 2024. Procesos foro.
Gracias, Germán. Germán es quien está hablando, Germán de Colombia, del FOSPA.
Germán Niño, del
Germán
Comité
Niño.
Internacional del Foro Social Panamazónico.
Bueno,
de la Red Latina, sí.
sin
Gracias.
duda lo que plantean los compañeros de Asia, y ellos lo van a responder ahora después de estas intervenciones, que ya no hay más, es cuidarnos a quienes estemos. O sea, creo que no necesitamos permiso para protestar, para una manifestación, se están buscando las condiciones para que la marcha, manifestación que se hace siempre con nuestras pancartas y demás, aquellas acciones que atenten, no sé si contra la seguridad del pueblo nepalí, pues se van a tomar, supongo yo, que las medidas necesarias. Esperamos que eso no suceda. Y las visas, como en todo país, pues hay que gestionarlas. Estamos a muy buen tiempo. Hay muchos países que van a poder entrar y gestionarlas al entrar con algunas condiciones. Hay que informarnos. Pero no sé si Mena, Netra o algún otro compañero de Nepal quieran comentar algo al respecto. Mena o Netra.
Thank you. I will speak Netra from Nepal. In this regards, couple of issues that friends were asking if we have total freedom of expressions in the forum, no? And then can we express our what is called the opinion, etc. in Mars in the program? That's fine, no problem. Nepal is one of the country that we have a total freedom of expressions and mobility. No, there is no restriction in the mobility, no restriction in the freedom of expressions. So that is there will be no problem. And then only we are we were presenting that. Yes, and then the Mina has posted, and then before Naren as well, for the visa. The prior visa, maybe 1 month before, there are some 12 countries out of the world, no? 12 countries, they have to apply 1 month before, 1 to 2 months before, at least 2 months before, not 6 months or like that, 2 to 3 months, 2 months before. So they need to go to the nearby concerned embassy of Nepal that deal with the visa issue for Nepal.
So I don't think that there will be a problem for coming people. So that will be the easy process, and we will, after 1 month, we'll have we will come with a full information on that, how they should apply and then how they should go in our website, World Social Forum website. So that part, the visa part, will not be problem, except some other reason. No, there are some personal reasons, etc. Personal history with the people, etc., etc. Otherwise, for the normal people, everyone can come, and then with the prior visa application, we up to 12 countries as well. So in terms of there are a number of questions that the geopolitics is there. So we have to be sensitive on that. The Nepal Civil Society don't want to prevent any groups, etc., to express their opinion. And then some friends was asking that if there is a total freedom in WSF area. Yes, that is fine. There are the workshops, there are parallel sessions, there can be huge debate, etc. Only the issue is that any protest against any country's sensitive territory, that is the only the trade, hegemonization, the economic hegemony, all kind of the globalizations. Everybody can have the anything they can make in a civilized way. It is a civilized way, the way we want we make in around the countries. So all the social movements, all kind of the movements, freedom movements, liberty movements are welcome in Nepal. We don't have any problem with it. So only sensitivity that Meena and I was trying to make understand is that some sensitivity. So I don't think that the sensitivity we will go against some countries, etc. So I don't think that there will be problem. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Muchas gracias, Netra. Hay otro punto, no sé si hay alguna otra reflexión al respecto. Creo que está claro, no sé si Rita quieres comentar algo.
I would like to...
Não, sim, porque Nepal nos trouxe uma apresentação maior, mais detalhada, conseguiu responder as questões que foram colocadas mais sensíveis, né? E então o tempo foi bastante dedicado ao Nepal. Como estávamos conversando na secretaria, nos resta pouco tempo para um processo de organização de comissões. Nós teríamos de marcar uma outra reunião para isso, mas é suficiente para conversarmos sobre a formação de um grupo de facilitação, né? Talvez a gente possa começar por aí e marcar uma próxima reunião para a questão das comissões. Mas, mesmo assim, talvez a gente não termine, porque não é a questão de quantas pessoas, é a questão também de quais são as tarefas e os critérios para composição e como vamos trabalhar. Então, acho que também é muito importante nós marcarmos a próxima reunião para que o funcionamento do CI, as suas comissões, não sejam questões secundárias no processo permanente do Conselho. Então, Rose, esta segunda parte, eu espero que você possa conduzir, eu tenho receio que chegue o pessoal que estamos aguardando aqui para um evento aqui em Salvador. Então, eu estou entre este evento e o próximo. Tudo bem? Mas estou aqui acompanhando tudo.
Sí, pues nos quedan 30 minutos. Hamuda, adelante.
C'est juste que je pense que, bonjour, je vais parler en français. Je pense que pour cette demi-heure qui reste, il faudrait avoir la discussion sur le groupe de facilitation, puisque nos amis népalais sont là et le Forum asiatique est là. Il faudrait qu'on discute un peu sur la forme, sur comment on va travailler ensemble pour avancer sur le processus du Népal, comment nous allons appuyer et comment on va se composer, comment on va travailler sur les méthodologies, les thématiques qui vont y avoir lieu au Népal pour que ça soit un forum international. Donc, c'est ça qu'il faut dans cette demi-heure. Et si on n'arrive pas, il faut qu'on schedule une réunion le plus proche possible, c'est-à-dire dans 10 jours, un truc comme ça, pour discuter de ce groupe facilitation, pour ne pas mélanger les choses. Et à ce moment-là, il faudrait aussi, je pense, organiser une rencontre sur les commissions à part pour qu'on puisse discuter, comme vous avez vu, juste discussion avec ce qui se passe au Népal et tout le processus. Ça a pris 2 heures. Donc, c'est important que chaque fois qu'on fasse une réunion, qu'on ne dépasse pas avec beaucoup de points. Comme ça, on arrive à des résolutions sympathiques et qu'on puisse avancer. Donc, moi, je propose qu'on commence déjà la discussion sur le groupe facilitation. Si on n'arrive pas à finir dans une demi-heure, je pense qu'on ne finira pas, il faut prévoir une prochaine réunion. Et en même temps, faire une date pour la réunion prochaine, pour les commissions et pour les adhésions. Parce que jusqu'à maintenant, nous avons 2 propositions. Il y a la proposition du Forum Immigration asiatique, et un groupe international sur les changements climatiques qui ont envoyé leurs demandes. Donc, il faudrait prévoir ça pour ne pas traîner et laisser les gens attendre. Voilà.
Pues una cosa, Hamuda, digo, en el tiempo que nos queda es ver quiénes de los que estamos aquí o cómo los que estamos aquí participamos en esas comisiones, ¿no? Como CI. Y además Mena está preguntando si alguien más del CI va a estar en la reunión de Bangkok, que también va a ser, creo que ahora ¿cuándo era? ¿En septiembre? No sé si quedó para esa fecha. Entonces,
July.
July, ok, en julio. Sí, es verdad, en julio.
Essa reunião de julho é do fórum lá, é do grupo lá de Nepal, Rose?
Sorry. My mistake. June 6th, 7th. There, somewhere.
6, 7, 8 June. Yeah.
Ok, ¿es presencial o será híbrida, Mena?
Two sessions will be hybrid. We'll let you know. I mean, we just discussed it yesterday. So by tomorrow, maybe, yeah. Ashok, who else is here? We will send it to you.
I'm here.
Yeah. We will send the schedule, and so that people can know when they can participate. So I guess we should send it.
Also here.
Ok.
Rose, não teve tradução de português, não sei o que foi que Mena falou.
Dice que ya nos va a enviar la agenda en breve del 6, 7 y 8 para ver qué día podemos participar. Bueno, entonces...
¿Presencial o online?
Es lo que le preguntaba yo a Mena, si es híbrida, o sea, si va a ser presencial con ellos y virtual con nosotros. Mena, ¿puedes clarificar eso? ¿La reunión será híbrida? ¿The meeting is hybrid or only presential? Mena.
In person, and there will be 2 sessions, that is in the beginning and the end, because otherwise the rest of the time we want to break out in groups. according to the committee. So it's very difficult for hybrid participation because they will be in different groups. But the plenary, when everybody is together, we'll make that hybrid and we will send the link. Because besides the Nepal organizing committees, there is also the APSF committees, the source committee, mobilizing committee, methodology committee of the APSF. So when you have a facilitating group, you will be working with APSF as well as with the Nepal committees.
And also because some of the countries have already started, their process for the Kathmandu World Social Forum. So I guess.
Ok, bueno, ustedes nos informan, Mena, cuando sea y ya veremos quién puede participar en esas fechas, porque hay que ver cuál va a ser el horario. También, si es muy de madrugada para América, va a estar complicado, pero nos informan y vemos quién participa del CI en la reunión. Y bueno, sobre las comisiones, me parece importante, hay una tabla que presentaron los compañeros de Asia sobre algunas comisiones que valdría la pena ver, bueno, por un lado ver si alguien del CI participan ahí, aunque también Mena nos había comentado en la reunión anterior que ustedes preferirían trabajar de manera como independiente en lo que están trabajando en Asia, pero que quienes pudieran participar del CI trabajaran también aparte, ¿no? Toda la parte de, bueno, las comisiones clásicas que hemos tenido son la de comunicación, metodología, articulación, finanzas, movilización. Entonces valdría la pena pensar quiénes de los que estamos aquí, quizás en el chat podemos señalar en cuál quisiéramos estar para reactivarlas. Y quizás no para terminar la discusión ahora, pero sí para dejarla sentada y quizás profundizarla en una siguiente. No sé cómo lo ves, Rita y Hamuda, esta propuesta. Ok. Sí, podemos, Mena. Y yo creo que podemos marcar una reunión podría ser el 1 de junio, una siguiente reunión, quizás para profundizar esto. A lo mejor podemos, de acuerdo, Mena, o sea, podemos trabajar en la siguiente reunión que podría ser el 1 de junio, que es jueves, en la mañana, a la misma hora, 8 de la mañana de México, 7:30 de la tarde de India, y a lo mejor podemos ir pensando en el CI en cuál comisión quisiéramos estar, hacer un gran grupo de facilitación internacional para esta movilización y apoyar el proceso de Asia. ¿Sí, Germán?
Quería sugerir que en la comisión de movilización pudiéramos ampliarla un poquito en el sentido de mi última presentación y llamáramos movilización y procesos, ¿cierto?
Sí, eso lo podemos profundizar en la siguiente reunión, me parece bien.
Movilización y procesos, y ahí vamos teniendo también, porque creo además que hay que conectarse con la estrategia de comunicación. Debe haber hilos conductores que puedan garantizar que funcionemos pues sin replicar esfuerzos y todos en referencia, ¿no?
Ok. Sí, yo creo que podemos pensar en eso, en cómo renombrar, revitalizar las diferentes comisiones que han existido y darle impulso también al proceso de Asia. Como convocar los foros sociales temáticos, la Asamblea Mundial de Luchas y Resistencias y otras comisiones que han sido históricas en el CI. Pierre. Ya estamos casi cerrando.
Sí.
Então, teríamos
hola, sí,
no
hola,
dia
sí.
1º
Hola,
reunião, só de encaminhamento, ok, Pierre?
Estou falando.
Dia 1º uma reunião. Você está falando,
Ahora,
Pierre?
Me ha dado la palabra Rosa, por favor. Es una cosa pequeña. Sí, yo entendí de la última reunión que las comisiones, que lo que hablamos del grupo de facilitación de apoyo a Asia es una cosa y que la discusión sobre la reactivación de las comisiones permanentes del CI es otra cosa. Yo creo que hay que estar bien claro de hacer dos temas diferentes.
Sí, está claro, así, ajá, sí. Sí, una cosa es como la reactivación de las comisiones al interior del CI, pero también el cómo nos articulamos con el Foro Asiático.
Son dos temas diferentes. Así
sí,
que
sí.
Yo creo simplemente eso.
Adelante, Rita.
Sim, só apenas como encaminhamento para que a secretaria possa se organizar. Então, no dia 1º, antes do encontro do Nepal, né, antes do encontro do Fórum do Nepal, nós teríamos uma reunião e uma seguinte, nós temos esse processo de organização das comissões, mas nós precisaríamos estar também tendo retorno desse encontro. Então, seria interessante marcarmos para o dia 1º e 2 quintas-feiras depois um retorno do encontro desse fórum. Aí seria, deixa eu ver a data aqui, só um segundo. Nós teríamos dia 15, seria, então, uma reunião do CI de retorno desse encontro que vai acontecer dia 6, 7 e 8, pode ser? Porque aí a secretaria consegue se organizar também para esse trabalho andar.
Pode, teria reunião dia 1º y dia 15.
Sí.
Isso, né, Rita?
De acuerdo, Rita. De acuerdo. Sí. Entonces, pues estamos en esos acuerdos. Gracias, Rita, gracias a todos, gracias a los intérpretes, gracias a los compañeros de Asia por este avance. Háganos llegar la presentación PowerPoint por el chat o por correo. Sí, es 1º y 15. Y bueno, muchísimas gracias. Nos vemos en la siguiente. Voy a poner la cámara, todos los 4 pueden abrir sus cámaras para que nos veamos, nos despidamos. Y bueno, gracias a todos. Las que estén enfermos, cuídense. Los que estén cansados, descansen. Nos vemos en
abrazos.
Thank you, bye. La siguiente.
Hasta la próxima.
Bye to everybody.
Hasta la próxima.
Chao. Gracias a los intérpretes. Cuídense mucho.
Abrazos y hasta la próxima.